Good morning, everyone. All right, so today I want to show you something a little bit different. Now, this is a little bit more on the calibration or the software side of what we do. Obviously, we do a lot of ECU repair stuff, diagnostics work, programming, etc. But we do work on files and calibrations, whether it's tune files, emission stuff, immobilizer stuff, etc. for other workshops across Australia and in different countries. So this is a little bit of a dive into automatic software solutions, or software that edits calibrations or files automatically to remove certain functions. So whether it's throttle valves, DPF, EGR, AdBlue, etc. There is a lot of issues with it. Now, it's not one and done. So if you are purchasing files, and I'm sure guys in the trade will have come across this and know this, you need to make sure you're getting them from someone who actually edits the calibrations and doesn't just do automatic solutions on them. Now, this is a Mazda BT50 2017, and I'll show two calibrations here that were both sent in yesterday to repair. This one went into a workshop, customer used the file service, big file service in the UK. I'm not going to obviously show the name or anything like that to not bag anyone out, but they got the file back, put it in, cleared all the code, sent the car out, car come back next morning, lights on, I believe limp mode, etc. Now, what you got here is there's about 16 fault codes that were left in the code path area. So there was a bunch of fault codes left in there, standard DPF codes as well, 2002, all the EGR faults were still left in there, and then 3 DPF related control maps too. So all of this needs to be removed for the file to work correctly. Now, I matched this up to an auto solution on some software that we're able to use, and it is in fact a bad auto solution from editing software. But prime example of that is this is quite easy to pick up if you check the file before it goes out. So say you use the auto solution on this software, as soon as you run it into WinOils to find it and have a look at it, you'll see that, okay, shit, things are left over, this isn't going to be any good. So it's something that should have been picked up before it got sent out. Now, whether the files actually aren't getting edited or checked, or it was just 1 in 100 that didn't get picked up, who knows, but it does cause customer headaches because you have a customer that comes back, issues with the vehicle, etc. So this is the main issue that people have when purchasing files. I know a lot of guys that get into this side of the industry that get put off because of bad files and niggling issues like codes popping up, limp mode, things like that. So if you are purchasing files, make sure that you're getting them from someone who actually edits the calibrations in-house. Next one's a D23, so Nissan Navara. This is a 2018, I believe, auto. Same thing, customer had a custom tune done. Now, the tune on it's not too bad. It's a little bit hot, but it'll be fine. But once again, emissions related auto solution, 1 DPF related control map's been removed. Scroll across, there's another 3 sitting there. So the vehicle was blowing smoke, going into regen. Again, fault codes left in the vehicle. So 2002 and other faults were still left in the vehicle and were still setting, causing limp mode issues. So just a good reminder, I guess, be very careful of who you're purchasing calibrations from. Cheaper isn't better, and you're better off to spend money on proper calibrations that are done and checked. You won't have the issues of customers coming back and things like that. So these are things like both of these. The reason for making this video is both of these were within a couple of hours of each other yesterday, and both very similar issues, things that should be checked and done properly that just weren't. They're vehicles that we see constantly in Australia. The Mazdas aren't too bad. The Navaras, we see a lot of issues on. People miss certain things in these Navaras, it causes issues. So make sure you're getting your files from somewhere reputable, someone who actually looks at what they're doing and edits the calibration themselves and doesn't just run it through auto solution software to fix it.